When we talk about legacy, we ought not only look at a leader's tangible accomplishments during the time in office, but also the values they espouse and their vision of the future. We look at how they shaped long-term trajectory of the institution and society they lead. A good leader does this by, among other things, preparing other good leaders to follow in his or her footsteps. Today's subject matter should resonate well with most of you who have been student leaders during your time at the university. You have witnessed firsthand how knowledge and mentoring has the ability to shape minds and inspire change. You were prepared as the next generation of your time to take on the mantle of leadership. It is my belief that you were able to rise to expectation, each one of you in your own varied ways and capacity. Since legacy is also about lasting impact we leave behind, by extension, this also means that each one of you is indebted to grooming the next generation of leaders. You know, when Kwame Nkrumah died, Amilcar Cabral, who was the leader of the party PAGC that was fighting for the independence of Guinea-Bissau and Cape Verde, spoke like that. He says we should not cry. We should not cry so much and create an impression that we are desperate. If we do that, Nkrumah, we will have failed Nkrumah. It means that he did not spend time to bring on leaders, young leaders, to take over from him. So that's why mentoring others, you are president today, the important thing is mentor others to become presidents better than you, if possible. This is where the power of knowledge and cross-generational learning comes into play. As leaders, it is our responsibility to impart knowledge, wisdom, and experience to those who come after us. We must serve as mentors and guides, nurturing the potential of future leaders and guiding them with the tools they need to succeed. Cross-generational learning is reciprocal. It's like a two-way street. It acknowledges the wealth of wisdom and viewpoints that each generation possesses. As past student leaders, you possess a reservoir of knowledge and experience that can enrich not only your contemporaries, but also the emerging leaders who are embarking on their leadership journey. Similarly, the newer generation injects in the leadership arena novel perspectives, creativity, and dynamism, infusing it with vitality and rejuvenated landscape. I had the privilege of being a student leader during my time at the University of Dar es Salaam. That time I was very militant, I can assure you. But that is how young people are supposed to be. If you find young people behaving like old people, you have lost it. If I come back home and find my grandchild there, sitting on the couch, thinking, and ask him, grandson, Why do you behave like that? He says, I'm thinking about the world. Then everything is lost. At his age, he's supposed to be naughty, climbing on tables, doing this and that. All that we have to do is to guide this young kid with force of reason, not the club or the whip, that I've passed through that experience. I once climbed that tree, I fell down, and I broke my arm. Or I saw someone who climbed, fell down, and broke his arm. But I had the honor of serving as vice president of the Dar es Salaam University Students Organization in 1973. It's a long time. I'm not young. The looks are deceptive. I'm 74 now. I joined the University of Dar es Salaam in 1972. Museveni was there 2 years earlier. And he was red. He was leading an organization called USARAF, University Students African Revolutionary Front. He has been very militant. They went to Mozambique during the war against the Portuguese. They spent some time there. So at times he is what he is. At that time, the University of Dar es Salaam had 3 campuses. The main campus at Dar es Salaam, University Hill, the College of Agriculture at Morogoro, and the College of Medicine at Muhimbili. So we had a federal system. We elect a federal president of the organization, but each campus elects its own vice president and its own government. So the real authority was in the campus government. And the main campus was the largest. So I was the power broker. At that time, this was the time of the intense liberation struggle. And this was the time when revolutionary ideas, that's when university became like a melting pot. And if you speak about, you don't toe the line, we just call you reactionary. Leave them alone. And getting elected was quite a hassle. It was not easy. You had to establish campaign teams. You had to establish strategists. And my contestant was Bagambire, a Ugandan law student at the University of Dar es Salaam. So it was a very close contest, but I prevailed. I prevailed through the democratic processes. I was elected. So after that, of course, I joined the public service. Fortunately, my talents probably were spotted very early on. There were instructions from the president, Nyerere at that time, I be taken to the party. So that is how life is. I was told, you've already been given a job. Don't fill in any form for asking for a job. I worked for the party for 1 year, and then I was taken to the military, trained, became an officer of the TPDF, later became a trainer at our military academy for some time, then taken out of the barracks, taken back to public service. From there, one day, President Mwinyi called me and said, I have appointed you member of parliament, and I appointed you to be deputy minister. I said, President, this being member of parliament is fine. At least I know I can just go and talk in parliament. I can, from my life as a student leader in the youth movement, but being deputy minister is something I really don't know. I've never worked in government. I've been in the military, in the party. What he simply said, you are young, bright, you'll make it, God bless you.